lamahle libito lami ngincamiso NGCAMPHALALA lo hlelo lolu uhlanganiselwe i-team yaka the hot seat with NCAMISO. This is my program. It is called According to My Perspective. Lapha ke bekunene sibuka tinfo letentekako eveni and then bese provide a possible solution according to my own perspective and also according to what other people think, because nasisebenta letindzaba leti siyaye bese consider labanye bantfu, different people in society, from political organizations, from people who are removed or whether they decided to leave other political organizations for certain reasons. So that is why we say no, it is better for us to make this according to my perspective, so that we can be able to be the voice even to those who have decided to leave political organizations because of certain reasons that they see that no, it is the right it is the right thing to do to leave those political organizations. So ngicela ukuqala indzaba lesitawuqala ngayo lengithanda ukuthi siqale ngayo according to my perspective, and give guidance and give a line of march, and also give an alternative view to what is already circulating in social media, more especially Facebook and Twitter. You need to have an alternative view so that people who are not happy with anything that is happening at a particular time will follow an alternative view. So we are going to start by the political crisis currently that is happening in the country. Niyabona ke maswati lamahle kodwa longabona ukuthi kwenzakalani eveni, ngaqala emuva back before even the unrest has started. Tinentinfo letentekile maswati lamahle ngicabanga ukuthi iwe aware letinye tinfo tenteka phambi kwenu niyadibuka, but ngifuna ukuthi ngiyithathe la sikhona manje ukuthi kwentakalani manje. So maswati lamahle ngifuna ukuthi ngikubeke kucacile ukuthi lokwenteka manje, more especially thina lesibukako sitibuka tinfo tenteka lapha, it's not a good thing for emaswati nje as people bona nje themselves. It's not the right thing to do, because remember ukuthi umzabalazo waseswatini awufane nemzabalazo yakwalamanye emava. Mina nje kokuqala asengikusho ukuthi vele siyafuna ukuthi impilo tethu tishintshe for the better, but mina ngifuna impilo yami ishintshe for the worse. Asifuni impilo talabanye bantfu na wonke emaswati tishintshe for the worse. Siyawathanda emaswati ngenhliziyo yethu tonke. Mina emaswati ngiyawathanda ngenhliziyo yami yonke. That is why tinentinfo lengitentile even kukhombisa ukuthi emaswati ngiyawathanda. And letinfo lesitentile even it's a mixture of mistakes and successes. Lesingawabala manyenti kakhulu, sentile ama mistakes also na manyenti kakhulu, but mistake kuyenta kuba nakukhona lokwenta ngeke nje uthi uhlele ekhaya ungentile utfulele bese uthi une mistake loyentile. No, uyenta mistake ube usebenta. So maswati lamahle sitibonile letinfo letinengi siyatibona nalamuhla, and siyathanda lokuthi without fear or favor, because I'm one person loyithandako freedom of expression. I like to express myself anyhow, as much as nangiti expressa mine kuba bede umuntu lova ngathi ilungelo lakhe ngiyalinyathela. I'm going to continue expressing myself, whether I'm negative to people or others, or whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, it is fine. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to contribute positively and immensely in the liberation or in the betterment of the lives of our people, because everything that we do is about ushintsha impilo tebantfu tibe ngcono. but angifuni ukuthi impilo tabantu tishintshe tibe ngcono ngendlela lengekho right. Impilo tabantu atishintshe tibe ngcono ngendlela le right. So angene kanjena ke maswati lamahle. Lokhu losekwenteka manje utfole ukuthi abantu bashiselwa tindlu labadakhe more than 10 years, labanye nje ubavela buhlungu ukuthi basebenteka madima tindlu tabo thethe bo 10 years 15 years ukuthi batakhe baticedze tishiswe ngumlilo wa 30 minutes. Abantu bafike baba around le bala 30 minutes bashisa bashutha basenda labasenda khona kwaphela kanjalo ngelikhala bolaba lakhe ngetimali letishisiwe. Why? Because people have decided to pursue personal genders nalabo bantu. Labanye utfola ukuthi banema personal agendas zabo kusukela kadzeni. Because maswati lamahle ngifuna lokusho ukuthi letinye tintfo letentakalako letinengi tato, majority of them, they are not political issues. People are sorting their own personal problems. They are using the current environment, the current political environment that is this way. So ke maswati lamahle mina nje nalabanye futhi lengibaholako nalabanye labane, we don't believe that killing people will solve the problem. Uyathi ukuthi kunemagama lakhunywe bahlonishwa labasejele lababoshiwe. Lamagama angithinthile ngoba uThemthandeni uyathi lento lesenteka lengaphandle ayisesi kahle. And I agree with uMthandeni ngoba lokwenteka manje lento lentakala se hijackiwe abantu labanene, and bathi nabayi hijacka labantu base baphusha lama agenda zabo labe bavele bawaphusha. Yabo history has no blank pages. So maswati lamahle kubalekile lokuthi sitikhulume letintfo letu without fear. So that's maswati atobona lokuthi isele kuphi. Yabo yes isilola ukuthi impilo tethu change for the better, but lendlela lesenta ngayo kufuna sitibute ukuthi is it the right way to go? If it's not the right way to go, then we need to do the right way to go. Ipolitiki maswati lamahle singayidlala nje sidlale up and down maceleni. Ipolitiki is science, it's scientific, and you always make reference to history and the philosophers who have written other things about politics, more especially bo Karl Marx, bo Lenin, bo Fanon and others. Lababhala bahlala phansi babhala ngepolitiki, babhala ngema possible solutions. You always, it's just like the Bible, you make reference. You don't take that thing as it is and want to implement it, because if for example, if I can make an example, Karl Marx was never a black person. Karl Marx don't know the pain of black people. But we always go to Karl Marx to reference because we claim to be socialists. So we are going to go to Karl Marx for reference about what is happening in society. Kahle kahle nje, a real politician is a person who can articulate clearly the needs of the people and possible solutions. If you can articulate thinking at the bantu kahle and you provide the solutions aleto thinking, then you are a proper politician without even reading Karl Marx. See, I like Karl Marx because we are looking for solutions. Nathi simfunzile Karl Marx. Communist Manifesto and other books we have read of Karl Marx. Spaces sibabhaca nabo Franz Fanon. My favorite book is white skin black mask and the wretched of the earth. We have read all those books, and the reason why we decide to read Fanon is because Fanon is a black person. Fanon deals with the issue of Karl Marx in a way that suits black people. Because if I can make an example of Fidel Castro in Cuba, Fidel Castro is a white person. umzabalazo wa Fidel Castro to destroy whatever that was happening there in Cuba is also have influence with the color of the skin. Because go to Zimbabwe, when Mugabe tried to do exactly what Fidel Castro did, look at what Zimbabwe is today. Fidel Castro, his country never went into its knees, economically and otherwise. Why? Because the white people who are in control of the world didn't allow Fidel Castro's country with white people there to go into its knees, and people set an example with that country. But look at Zimbabwe. Mugabe took the land, and then look at what is happening in Zimbabwe. Sanctions after sanctions, and even today where I'm talking to you, the sanctions are still there. So I'm trying to bring to light the issue of why we decide to study the books of Frantz Fanon, who is a black person, and other black people who others are from America. We follow Martin Luther King, we follow Marcus Garvey and others, because they are black people. They practiced black struggles. They know black struggles, and they know possible solutions. Of course, we don't take it as it is. We take what we take, we apply it where it is necessary. So, the point lami ngale maswati lamahle lokuthi ipolitiki is science. You maneuver through. Lo munye wakwangitshela ukuthi you swim with the whale like a fish. You swim with them. You don't isolate yourself, because once you start isolating yourself, you are going to be isolated. So ke maswati lamahle info le ntakalako nje la vene uthola ukuthi na uthi uyayibhudisisa uyayilandzela bakwentele reference for example in South Africa. South Africa it was apartheid, which has got some racial elements. White people came to South Africa not for goodwill. They came to South Africa because they discovered a land. That land they discovered was already owned by the people who were living in South Africa, who are the black people. So when they come there, they said they discovered the land and they wanted nabafika laphana base bafuna lokuthi le ndawo ibe yabo, and they did that successfully until the black people in South Africa decided to rise that no, we are not going to be ruled by a white man who came to steal the land. I'm talking to you today. Most of the land in South Africa is still controlled by white people who took it. Why? Because Mandela made a deal, nakaphuma e prison, when they deal with the white people. Economically, the white people are still in charge, but politically, South Africa is still fighting against themselves. So, maswati lamahle, ngifuna lokuthi ngiraise infoleto, don't in any form or any means or any platform nifananise struggling sase South Africa ne struggle sase Swatini, yabo. Here in Swaziland ngicela kunitshela maswati lamahle, lana eSwatini ekugcineni kwako konke kude umuntu otohamba la Swatini ngoba sonke sitalele la Swatini. Info lesinayo la Swatini, le live is the only thing lesinayo, which means that we have something in common, which is the country. We cannot live anywhere ngaphandle ukuthi sihlale kule live leli sitalele kulo, bomake bethu bakhona khona, bobabe bethu bakhona khona, bogogo bethu bala Swatini, bokhokho bethu bala Swatini, and la Swatini sonke na ungalandzelela kahle sisuka emphandzeni inye, but sesiyabulalana manje because of political differences. Why don't we sit down sonke kanye kanye? Because I understand what is being said by Sadak, this president of Namibia, with some solutions. That president of Namibia understood President of Namibia understood that as much as kunetinkinga eSwatini, but these people are one people. There's no tribal chiefs here. There's no tribal differences here. We are all one. We speak the same language. We have one country. We have one land. We have one flag. We go to the same schools. So, abathi uyayibuka le nto le, and nakathi uyayibuka even the people who are the so-called leaders of the mass democratic movement, they are not addressing any of those issues. Ngangakhuluma a few months ago kwa Channel S bangithuka abantu ngathe, and I will repeat it anyway, tinkundla elections are democratic. Yabo, mangikhuluma tinkundla elections, I'm not talking about tinkundla system, I'm talking about tinkundla elections. Uyabona babacede bangichaza ngenfo yenye mina namthandeni. Abakaze bashintshe esiswini, like bashintshe nje ukuthi lokulabe bakhuluma ekuqaleni basejele, it's fine. But labe bakhuluma solo bakhuluma namanje. Yabo? Mina wasitshela abacede ngalenye ilanga wathi indlu na uyakha awuvela uthi na ugubha ifoundation bese ubethele emathayela lathi kwale foundation ungakhuphula ibona. Yabo? Lokho lokwentekalako manje kwa hijackwa. Yabo? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Even if that will yabo Mthandeni nabo bacede that time was a noble cause, but seruwenwe bantu labathide laba push ama agendas lathide langasiwo nawa laveni. Ema agendas zabo are funded outside the country. Yabo? So that's the problem, because kusebentiswa emaswati la innocent. La maswati afuna impilo tawo tishintshe. Abanenza bathi tshintsha kanjani, but it's fine that they have been convinced that impilo tabo tingashintshwa ngemaphansi. Basi labantu laba letimpilo tabo bafuna tishintshe noma, that is why nakuvulwa emapost emaphoyiseni uyabona ukuthi bantu laba khona bangana, because they want to change their situation, they want to change their lives, but they are not going to change their lives if they are still poor, they are living in poverty and all sorts. So the issue, the overall issue is when you address the issues of the people, like issues of unemployment, issues of poverty and all those things. Once you address those issues, people will then start to understand. Labanye bangibita nga service delivery, because I always talk about service delivery. Because even Karl Marx uyakhuluma indaba ukuthi all those things emanate from service delivery. Labanye bantu, they don't even know that. Don't get involved thinking at the society they emanate from service delivery. Bese kuba khona ke bantu labaqhamuka baphushe ama ideas zabo nema agendas zabo. They take advantage of that situation and then bese ba propose a possible solution. I'm afraid even the current leaders of the political parties, those political leaders are not in charge of whatever that is happening. Only sibone ma journalists nje thina in charge. Ngisho babuyakoshisa kuphi basendele ama journalists, the so-called journalists, yellow journalism. Base noma ngabe babuya kuphi kusendele ama journalists. I-order iqhamuka kuphi ama journalists. Kunabo PPA, kunabo MSF, kunabo banibani. Even though I have some reservations about MSF, I don't think there is a need of MSF. If ukhona abantu labafuna supporter in PPA, why don't go to PPA? It's because it's a power struggle. Everyone wants to be in power. Everyone. People are positioning themselves. It's not a noble cause. They are just using a Maswati as this is a noble cause. It is not. I can assure you today. If you are pushing a noble cause, because I'm going to get into the solutions now. If you are pushing the noble cause, you are not going to say, I'm coming from party A, I'm coming from party B, and you are going to be citizens. And citizens come together. Even with those you don't agree with, you come together. Singenta njani lana maswati lamahle bonkosi singenta njani la uyabona and lento leyo nangabe uyenta uthi singenta kanjani lana ima solutions they are most likely ukuthi approve. Why? Because are all inclusive. Ngeke ungitshele ukuthi the mass democratic movement is all inclusive when there are people who don't understand what is happening. Where is the middle class? You have never talked to their issues. Where is the educated class, the most educated class? They are not buying into your bullshit because you don't address their issues. Address each and everyone's issues. And now ngapho into yakho yenta ngokweliciniso uhamba njengemanti uyabona emanti ithamba kanjani emanti kuzadlulele phambili adibana nesigojana agcwalisa sona kuqala before adlulele phambili. That is why I don't agree with those who are boycotting elections. How are you going to influence laws ever since Jeremy you are boycotting? How are you going to influence lawmakers and decisions? It is wrong. And I'm very, very hurting about even the leaders of the so-called political leaders. They are not in charge of what is happening. This is criminalism. Mina nje ngiya-understand ukuthi why lo yabhutulwana bamfake ku Interpol red list. And utawuboshwa. Trust me, utawuboshwa. Ngeva abantu banyenga the so-called journalist banyenga bathi good threats good in utawuboshwa. Trust me, I'm giving you some couple of days. Utawuboshwa. Yabo? Utawuboshwa. Because this ngifuna lokuthi ngikwente clear lokuthi this thing is not a revolution now. It's not a revolution. It's not a coup d'etat or something like that. It's not. It's just pure criminalism. Pure criminalism. I want to say it again. This is pure criminalism. You don't create you need to draw a line. Between political programs and crime. Draw a line. Even to justify useless things. For example, there are certain people Prince baphoqa lo mfimo imoto bahamba bobamba inkunzi khona lapho in the same area Mathapha and then babamba inkunzi khona lapho labantu laba nasibalandzela kahle thina lesikhona ngoba thina we have everyone everywhere thina sikhona yonke indzawo sine influence thina yonke indzawo ngeke ukhulume ngami usemankaya nencadi ukhulume ngami usembhuleni incadi ukhulume nami usesinyamandulo ngadi noma ngabe kuphi baphinze babuye batositshela bangishayela nenini ukuthi shayela ngilamanye ama comrades bangitshela ukuthi hawo labantu laba abese bangenela abantu etindlini babakhombe ngetibhamba baphuca imali kukhona inye ilanga babamba khona bo mobile money labang10 ngelanga babamba bo mobile money labang10 those people who ran away with someone's car and labantu lokubhlungu babamba labantu inkunzi in the name of democracy. Imagine in the name of democracy, in the name of freedom, in the name of these fights. People are stealing copper everywhere in the name of democracy. They are saying how because that is why even my journalists they are doing as they wish. They are very, very much stupid. Because bona balela bahleli khona basave lamaswati lamaswati ngiyo lalambako. 1, lamaswati ngiyo la kumele abathole ama-services, ngiyo la kumele asebenze ento tonke letinto. Do you know why unions are not in charge of the workers today? The unions are not in charge because you don't talk to the people who have hired those people. They need to in charge go. So whatever that you are going to do, labantu kumele badle, kumele babhada, kumele bakhona ekuphila, basagadze impilo lengcono futhi letayo. Anginenzaba ukuthi letha ngibani impilo lengcono, uyabona? But labantu bafuna impilo lengcono, uyabona? But basafuna lempilo lengcono, funa baphile lempilo lekhona. Uyabona? So sometimes kukhona sengena kulendzaba yedalo, because siyathanza sokugcinela kudalo. Sokugcinela kudalo, whether you like it or not. You can go and hang yourself there. Ekugcineni kwakhona sokugcinela kudalo, you are not going to do anything outside. What people don't admit or understand. Uyabona inkosi Mswati. Inkosi Mswati is the head of state currently of Swaziland. And everyone who comes to Swaziland is going to meet the head of state and talk to the head of state. Instead of creating an environment of engagement, because ngiyadoubt na ukuthi nalabaholi ngekweliciniso. Ngeke phela uthi umholi uphindze ube supported in for letingekho noma leti cause violence and burning of property and terrorism. Bengayithenge emaswati lamahle if they are real leaders lakhona kule struggle, yabo. Real leaders lakhona la kule struggle, they need to be diplomatic, very diplomatic, to a certain way yokuthi they open the table of engagement. Yabo. Because the table of engagements must always be open. Ukuthi nje libhuluko seligcwele umoya liyandiza vele. Because you must be open even to the people that are opposed to you. Be open for engagement so that you understand each other. To a certain extent, yokuthi mina nje ngiyavuma ukuthi there is a time whereby kwathiwa no, let everything stop. That was a commitment to dialogue, by the way. I believe it was a commitment to dialogue by the state. Now, but no, let the political situation settle down so that we can dialogue. Good deliver lapho khona political situation iba at the turmoil, and then be dialogue at the same time. There is never go to history and tell me uthi nguphi la kwaba dialogue khona, because already another part you say you want free dialogue, equal dialogue lapho khona dakhuluma as equal partners. But you are not going to be equal partners if someone come with an upper hand, like uphethe spa. Yabo, ngeke ukuthi nje namhla udubula abantu futhi kutoba ne dialogue ikusasa. Impossible. It's war. It's still time for war, not for dialogue. Yabo. The other person what is going to plan to attack back because you are attacking. So I understood Nabati, let the environment settle down. If leaders were there, they were going to say, no, let's settle it down for this number, maybe 2 months or 3 months, for example. I'm making an example. Let's settle it down and see what's going to happen. If that thing happens, and then we are going to start whatever that we will be doing at that time. Yeah, you don't even settle it down. The leaders, because they are not in charge, that's the reason they are not settling down. They are not in charge of the situation. How are they going to settle it down? Because the journalists will go to order and attack. Because this is some journalists, they are proving points against each other. If it's not this kind of journalist, is the other one. They are proving points. They are selling each other out. You see, and in the middle of all those nonsense that is happening between those journalists is the people of Swaziland. And the people of Swaziland think everything is normal, it's on the right way. You are being used. You are being used. If you really want your life to be better, come and join me. Come and join me. Let's find out where this thing is lost. I have also my own reservations that maybe I will talk to you about. Come back. Come back. You are running too fast. You are leaving the holes. Come back. Let's look what is shaping and engage everyone. Learn to engage. There is no war who is going to make some successes anyway. Good. You can try all you want. What you are going to do, you are going to kill everyone. After finishing everyone, you are going to kill yourselves. Because it's power. What is power if you don't have people who have power again or who have power over? What is power? Killing people, killing innocent. Bente njani amaphoyisa ayekele kuba ngamaphoyisa. Ente njani? Ungadibana iphoyisa nje kukhala sibhamu. Kwentiwe njani? Bayekele kuba lama journalist wona ayekele kuba ngama-journalist. Because noma ungathi ma-propagandist, nawe propagandist. We propagandist. You can deny it all you want. We propagandist of a certain faction. You are a propagandist of certain people. Now, but if they are propagandists, they are propagandists of certain people. Who is going to tell us what to do, by the way? Who is looking over our lives? That is why even those laba appear good technician about social media, I have nothing to hide. Nothing. If you think you have something against me, just speak. Don't come and threaten me. You will never threaten me. No one will ever threaten me. I live my own life freely. I'm a free black person. No one is going to tell me what to do. So even you can go and insult me on Facebook and all those things, I don't care. I don't care. Those who know me might tell you. They are hiding it from you. I don't know why. They have to tell you what kind of a person I am. It's fine. Ulanze sithombe sami la ngibengivule khona 2018 une right na yokuvunula mina ngiti right yokuvunula. That picture was from 2018. Usilanze utshe ethi ngimangololo mina ngumbutho ngibuthekile ngabutheka ku nini. Uyabona nje ukuthi lana sekuliwe personal backlist la yabo. Politics is not about that. Even a revolution, I don't think we have reached a point of guerrilla warfare. This is not a guerrilla warfare. It's crime. It is crime, pure criminal. Pure criminal. You can go and argue with anyone. It's not guerrilla what. It's a crime. Even those journalists who are fighting each other, using those people they have planted around. They are getting arrested even now because they are selling each other out. We have also allow people to my fake account in. You see, I'm not a journalist, I'm a politician. I'll never be a journalist in my life. I don't wish to be a journalist. So everything that I say in my accounts. Account link now, it's a personal account on Facebook. Advocates NCAMISO NGCAMPHALALA, ADV NCAMISO NGCAMPHALALA, and then there's a page called NCAMISO Gifts NGCAMPHALALA, operated by me. And then there is a page also called the Hot Seat with NCAMISO. Those are the 3 pages that I own and I'm in control of. It's my account and the 2 pages that I've just mentioned for you. But what is wrong with having pages and other things? Allow people to have their own pages. There's this page called the Perspective News. Someone was saying I own that page. I don't own that page. It's not mine. I don't hide behind fake accounts. If I have something to say, I say it at that particular time. Because I'm not scared of anyone. I don't fear people. They have tried to silence me before. They have failed. No one will silence me. I talk what I want at a particular time. What am I journalist? They're not saying I don't care. They will fail. They failed before. They will fail again. They will always fail because I do what I want at any given time. If you are their messenger, go back and tell them that I don't fear anyone. I'm not sent by anyone. I'm not working for anyone. It's only me, one man, and I've got myself also. I'm relying to myself, not on any journalist or some kind of yellow journalism that people are talking about. So, ngifuna lokungena lana ke emaswati lamahle ukuthi imedia inomsebenzi wayo vele in political issues. Kubalekile ukuthi ngikaddresse lo ngoba bantu bese bathatha ngathi bantu laba ku media ngema politicians. They are not. And once we start to treat you as a politician, you won't like it. The only role of a media is reporting, it's communicating only, not to call shots and determine way forward and all those things. No, your only role is communication. Let me read something for you. Because even if you are a political journalist, you don't go into the arena of politics whereby you will be a politician. You ask questions, and then if you are going to ask questions and stay with them, that's not media also. It's very unprofessional. You ask questions, you get information that you are being told, you communicate it to the public. So political journalists are different forms of communication that facilitates production, dissemination and exchange of political content on platforms and within networks that accommodate interaction and collaboration. That's the role of political journalists. That's the role of political journalists. You don't, because once you get into the arena of politics and talk like a politician yourself, you are no longer a journalist. You are a politician. There is no 40 states here. There's nothing like that. There is nothing like that in journalism. I'm not a journalist, but I know the relationship between journalists and politicians. So people who are doing way forward and all those things while they are journalists, they must know that they are not journalists. They are just politicians wearing the clothes or the skin of journalists so that they will get away with anything that they do. We are not going to keep quiet because this is our country also. We have to build it the way we think it is the right way to build it. We are not going to be told by people that you must not do this, you must not do it. We debate politics. And if we debate politics and journalism come inside, we are going to deal with you decisively so. People must not think that they have something against us. They have nothing. If you have something against us, go and tell the world. Don't come and threaten us here. We are not I'm not threatened by anything that you say. Anything. Because I didn't do anything just to be loved by anyone. I do things because I believe they are the right thing to do. So you can push your propaganda there. You can push those propaganda to your fans there. I don't have fans. I talk the truth as it is at any given time. And no one is going to do anything about that. Ngifuna ukukhuluma nangana indzaba itolo lena ebholeni ngasomhlobo. Ngiyabona labanye abantu sebayithatha bayifaka ngala ka politics, they have politicized it, which is something that is wrong. You don't politicize such issues. They are professional issues. Those are professional issues. And as they are professional issues, if there's something wrong, we show ngalesikhathi yenteka ukuthi this is wrong. You don't go umele team yakho iziyoluza bese uma usho ukuthi hayi phela sikuFIFA break. Labanye badlali nje badlalela emave uthola ukuthi bala Swatini bale emave nabo le laba kula mave labadlalela. So that's why by break. Why even if the country is not qualifying to be there, but kuba break ka FIFA. But lokuthi imidlalo iyachubeka awufiki bese na ufika lapha so bona lokuthi hayi bewe FIFA break ngoba i-team yakho seyadla. Labanye bakhala ukuthi igoli lishaywe ngesandla in. Uyabona ukuthi lapho Rafaela nangabe bentakani kunebhodi le balandzelelako ukuthi lona wenteni ngesikhathi lesithide. Awutithatheli nje uvela usuku ungena egroundini. That is very, very unprofessional, and I'm afraid the team yami Highlander, because in favor Highlander that was unprofessional. And itawuhlala ibebede balandzele grounding for some time, because balandzele bakho kufuna babe disciplined, bafundzise nawe le discipline. Nangabe khona ama issues before any match, just address those issues before the game. Bona ngabe game kumele ingachubeka hayi nje ukuthi sibone na kulesigcine sesikubona itolo lapha ngasomhlolo sekugcina sekupoliticize ngathi it has to do with politics. It doesn't have to do with politics. Yes, sit ema stadiums la kahle la Swatini. I think anyone who is in government stadiums have to be built and updated or upgraded so that they can reach the standard whereby everyone is playing. The stadium that full starting dilema le league ngoba nale league yethu kude. It's you can't tell me you have a league of less than 1 million. You need to have a league that is at least, if it's not like in South Africa where it's 10 million, 8 million, there's no league in South Africa or cup that is less than 5 million. So you at least more than that. League must be more than that. Even if it can be 10 million, and then Logoma Cups get the 1 million, 2 million. And then we upgrade those stadiums. Lama stadiums, they are just equal to the leagues that we play, the kind of soccer that we play, in which I believe it is possible even for us to be better and reach even the level of South Africa and beyond in terms of our football, because we are playing good football and all those things. And I just think that we need just to upgrade in terms of the type of football that we play. Ngifuna lokuthi ngibatshele labaholi, because The main purpose yami ngilokuthi livele maswati change for the better. I don't care which system we are operating in, because labanye they've manipulated even the word tinkhundla into their own way. As much as I understand the system itself, but the issue of the tinkhundla as a word is a constituent. Tinkhundla is a constituency, and people are elected in constituencies in individual basis. They go to parliament. If the issues that needs to be addressed, they must start in parliament. So that's how you change a country. You don't change it like it's not an event. It's a process. And that process must involve everyone. Even the people that you don't agree with. Engage. Learn to engage. I've never seen that PPA have tried to engage the office of the DPM or the office of the Prime Minister, and then they rejected that engagement. Everything it will need us coming together and coming up with a solution. Killing each other is not an answer. It's criminal. It makes you a killer. Because we are not safe. People are going to continue killing opposites. Because just we don't agree with them, they are going to kill us. Because already I can see that we won't agree. We won't agree, I can see now. We won't agree. Kukhona ke lelinye lijala nalingilatiko nami ngengilisho lomtsilakabani lithi lifuna kushaywa, lifuna kubulawa masoja empini. Lelijala elibekunene my wish is to see that guy out, because that guy, man, has got some personal. There's something in the mind of that guy, man. It's not well. You see, labanye bangitfoka la Facebook, but go to the page of EFF Swaziland now. Ufike kule page ubone ukuthi le poster leyana ipostiwe. Ayikaposta because yakhiwe ngile dicashalala talelija. That's not yakha dicashalala talelija, baqala ba disseminate the information. Bakhipha le post behind the scenes. Inhlangano lena yabo yangakhiphi because they believe that guy is lying. That guy have pulled a stance before. I know him. And if I was not there, it was going to be out like it is today. So bese about bayathi bantu ukuthi lelijali ngentene empilweni yami. Lelijali angisoze ngilivele. Angisoze ngilivele shem. Jali ngihlukubete kakhulu empilweni yami le. So ngathi manje into okhuluma noma ngabe nalo likhulumile anything la bafuna ukukhuluma ngempilo yami. Ngami why lamhla kumele ngilivele. Ngivele bothulani mina. Yinja thulani. Yabo. Amasotsha nje la ngamfunela kona noma amaphoyisa noma amasotsha ngamfunela kumnisa psychiatric. Ngifuna ngekudalula indzaba letinene. Ngisathulile nje ngithule ngemabomu ngikadzeye. Yabo. I have a lot. Thule ngemabomu. So ke maswati lamahle baholi, they must learn to lead themselves. They must lead by example. Because once you say you are a leader, you cannot as a leader be labeled as a terrorist. No. Here in Swaziland, there is no revolution. I can assure you today. There is no revolution in Swaziland. There is no guerrilla warfare in Swaziland. Nothing. There is crime in Swaziland. Skyrocketed. There is crime. If tell me, because some of the things let me understand. There is no country in the world that do not have political prisoners. You just hide it because you want to quote those countries in successes and all those things. But there's no country in the world that do not have political prisoners. I'm not saying political prisoners is a good thing to do, but there's no country that does not have political prisoners. Why? I want to make this very clear. Hulumende nakakhetha, even the most democratic countries like USA has got political prisoners. Because leli vele angabe lingena into power, kube khona, maybe the term is 5 years, for example. Bese kuba khona someone who want to destabilize them in that period of time. Lapho khona basazama kwenta i-service delivery and all those things. Basazama implement ama-policies and all those things. Bese kuvela umuntu. Lo muntu akhuluma into lephuse kakhulu, yabona, ngiyabekisa. And then after destabilize that the work that has already been done. In every country, go to the most democratic countries that you know, ask them, they will tell you there is no country with no political prisoners. Phela lelive indlela leti protecta ngayo, yabo, kufuna ukuthi kubebede nje umuntu lotovela nje isikhaleni, avele esikhaleni abese afuna disrupta i-process lethide mhlambe lesecaleni. So there is no country. That is why kuthiwa indlela, if you are fighting for an idea, lijele indlela lokumele uhambe kuyo. If you ungahambi leyo ndlela, you must question the nobility of that idea or of that program. Right? Because you know that you are touching government that is fully functioning. A government that is fully functioning has got all its 3 arms of government. So the 3 arms of the state. So those 3 arms of the state in village asafaka S4. King 3. Those 3 arms of the state, they hold each other accountable. There is no fourth person that hold them accountable except the voters. If you have not done well in your 5 years, and then the voters will elect you out and vote in another person. So kukanjalo ke maswati lamahle ngiko lokuthi sithi no aside lana according to my perspective ukuthi sibeke le ndlela lenti nangabe ofuna kungishayela to find out more, contact me in 76826456 76826456. Come and join me. I will tell you once nasesicale kushayelana ukuthi no, asente nab as a way forward. Kufuna lena laba laba hijack lo msebenzi webantfu siulanze lo msebenzi wemaswati wokushintsha impilo demaswati subuyisela sibone ukuthi singabambisana njani sonke kanye in unity ukuthi sishintshe impilo demaswati tibe ngito impilo letingcono. I democracy noma i-freedom akusiyo emaphathi. Abanye bese bathatha ngathi ngemaphathi, akusiyo. I-democracy ne-freedom is the ability of the people to elect. That is democracy. Ability of the people to elect their own government. So that is why people will never take you serious. You don't use emotions. Now, there issues of democracy, no matter the political. You don't use emotions, you use ideas and reality. This is science. You don't come with some forms of some kind of books and all those things. That is why even when you come with verses and say you want to know the people using that, it does not work. Even in the political leaders, To me, they are not political leaders. They are just religious extremists. Yabo. So I'll never take those people serious. Come and join me, Maswati Lamahle. Asakhele live, silakhe ngekuthula, silakhe ngenhlonipho, silakhe sibe sishintsha timpilo tebantfu tiba timpilo letingcono, singayi ngema emotions ebantfu labatsite lesicabanga kutsi ngibo labangemahlahlandlela. Kude ipolitiki leya kuyaholwa ngema-journalist, ipolitiki iholwa baholi laba diplomatic laba usebentisa kumcondvo labatiwe ukuthi kutawuhamba la kuhambelana and a small win is a big win. So anything that you do, this is not an event, this is a process. You have to make sure that you involve everyone as much as possible, because more than half of the population even today, they still believe in what is happening or in the current system of government. People are not educated. Political stability comes only when people are well educated. So sengigcina futhi nakulokunye lokusalako, once wathatha sibhamu waniketa umuntu lowo mniketa ne-ID ne-political ideology, ngoba if ungamniketi info that ayidefenda ngalesi sibhamu isigebengu leso. Is a politician, is not a soldier or police or what, is a criminal that has not done crime yet, but it doesn't. That is why ubone maphoyisa sometimes asabothatha sibhamu asafuna kupheswisha ema-needs awo noma ema-wants abo noma ema-problems awo asebenzisa the same gun, because you need to give those people the line. Even today, if you go to South Africa, the police and army there and those who are carrying guns are most likely to be ANC members, more than 70% of them, just because they were given a political line by those who have employed them, who have been in government since 1994. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'm bringing value to the political landscape of the country, and I hope that people will listen, because my goal is to change the way people are thinking right now, as if violence is the only solution to the current issues that we are facing as a country collectively. Violence is not the answer. Killing each other is not the answer. The answer is sitting in a round table together and coming with the impeccable solutions. And for that to happen, we need to trust each other, to gain the trust that we have lost against each other in the current situation, and then we go to the table as people who can trust each other so that nasiyale tafuleni sitohamba safe, siphinde siyathi sitobuyele emakhaya si-safe, sikanye kanye siphelele sakha live lethu, ngoba sitele linye live lesingaya kulo. Even nebantu abenkosi bedelive labangaya kulo lilo lelaseSwatini. Even nenkosi eMswati idelive lengaya kulo ngaphandle kwale leseSwatini. Cabinet ministers bedelive labangaya kulo ngaphandle kwale leseSwatini. Political organization bedelive labangaya kulo ngaphandle kwale laseSwatini. This is the only country that we have sikanye kanye sonke, so kufuna sibambisane sonke kanye kanye kuze silakhe libe ngile live lesifuna ukuthi libe ngilo lonke lisale kahle.